Welcome back to the news at 10. Residents of Abuja, the nation's capital, are full of expectations that 2015 will turn out to be a better year. Some Christian leaders in the FCT are, however, optimistic that despite the many challenges in the country, peace will reign. Our correspondent Amaka Okafor went around sampling these opinions and now reports.
It's the last Sunday of 2014. Unexpectedly, Christians in the Federal Capital Territory were in churches, singing, dancing, and giving thanks to God. Others offered prayers for the nation and their loved ones in the coming year. Some Nigerians expressed their desire for the nation in the coming year.
I see Nigeria moving forward in the new year. I believe what the Word of God is saying more than what any individual is saying, and I focus on the Word of God. And by the same Word of God, I am telling our people in Nigeria, let us enter the year 2015 with gratitude. Let us not enter with fear. Let us enter with gratitude, with faith. Let's do our civic responsibilities. Let us not allow intimidation or fear. Nigeria is great.
For the nation, I'm trusting God that 2015 is going to be a year of major breakthrough, that our anxieties and fears about 2015, God will step in with his mighty power, and there will be peace, the election processes will go well, and God will be honored. The candidate that God has prepared to lead this nation, God will bring that person forth.
For others, however, their message is for the government and the politicians as the nation goes into election next year. These messages are of hope, unity, security, and justice for all Nigerians.
Our leaders, I want them to be careful, not on their own selfish grounds. Let them not in any way, people who are seeking offices, let them know that Nigeria is greater than any individual, and nobody should seek to destroy lives because he is looking for a position in Nigeria. Let us go according to the leading of God, and I believe Nigeria will come out with huge success.
Our leaders need to sit up. Our leaders need to sit up. Our leaders are too far from us, too far from the reality of the ordinary man. The ordinary man is in penury. They can hardly make ends meet. But our government, they don't seem to be that concerned. They don't seem to have, I give kudos to the little they are doing, but let me tell you through them, they're not doing enough. We need to sit up. If we don't sit up, we will ship out.
And let there be justice. If there is any area of injustice, government should correct those injustice areas. Government should be courageous enough to correct any areas of injustices, because peace can only be guaranteed if there is justice. True peace is not the absence of violence, but the presence of justice.
The overall sentiment expressed by these Nigerians is that of hope. Hope for a better year ahead amidst the many challenges that has confronted the nation in recent times. Amaka Okafor, Channels Television News.
To Anambra State now, where the government has taken up the responsibility of rebuilding the future of 270 amputees in the state with the distribution of prosthetic limbs to help them cope with the realities of their disabilities. The governor, Willie Obiano, who says the effort is in collaboration with the Office of the Wife of the Governor through her pet project, also announced a free education for challenged persons in the state.
It's not often a jolly ride squaring up against other members of the society in life's daily pursuit. Given the challenged limb status, the Anambra government wants to bring relief to that challenge. In addition to the replaced prosthetics, all physically challenged will enjoy free primary and post-primary education.
This project, the distribution of artificial limbs to the physically challenged and the amputees in the state, falls into her mission of giving back self-esteem and hope to a better and productive life to persons within this reign. As you are aware, I've given every physically challenged fellow free education.
As the beneficiaries are fitted with their new limbs, there are firm promises from the government that 300 prosthetics limbs would be made available early next year for the second batch in order to keep up the smiles on the faces of the needy.
To enhance performance in the fight against crime, the Nigeria Police Force has promoted 4 of its finest hands attached to the Kogi State Police Command. Meanwhile, about 15 suspects who were nabbed by the police for various crimes in Lokoja have also been paraded. The State Commissioner of Police, Paul Okafor, said the command is rolling out a new strategy that will help reduce criminal activity in Kogi State.
The command instituted a specialized strategy aimed at curbing the menace of these criminals in the state, which paid off recently, resulting in the arrest of over 15 suspects and recovery of different household appliances, clothes, and personal effects from various hideouts. I've already given marching orders to officers and men of the command to smoke out criminals from their various hideouts and bring them to face the full wrath of the law. The command remains determined and resolute in this wise until our ultimate goal of securing the state is achieved.
And now to the arts. Power and Powers is an exhibition by Uche James Iroha at the Omenka Gallery in Lagos. This photo artist uses his camera to explore power supply with over 20 works of art which draw attention to the situation in Nigeria. Art Review tonight takes a look at the Power and Powers.
What really is the shocking thing that when you look at the efforts to create the light, we don't see a lot.
Uche James Iroha has taken all these emotions and built them into an exhibition titled Power and Powers at the Omenka Gallery in Lagos. The darkness in the hall to the monochrome images on the wall makes it more vivid. Everywhere looks black, capturing those who are saddled with the bills in shackles 1 and 2, to others who can't afford it and try to beat the system in electoral manipulation. Then the vandals add insult to injury. The ones who should be part of the solution to this problem are not left out of this visual talk shop. They sit and stare, doing nothing in enthroned, because staying mum makes them smile to the bank.
They can shoot you a 70,000, 60,000 bill for a 1-bedroom apartment. Okay, so the people react and you have no choice, you will pay anyways. Okay, so these figures remind us of the KKK. It's a clan, it's a group, it's a system, okay? And they're clothes made of NEPA bills, electricity bills. All of them were stitched together to create these effigies.
Those who can afford it take solace in a generator, which could drill a big hole in one's pocket. The smaller ones come with a lot of noise, and their emissions have health implications.
That piece is called the umbilical mortgage. I mean, we're looking at a situation where a baby shows up in this world as a Nigerian and he's already in trouble of pollution, breathing carbon monoxide from exhaust fumes of generators. His father's resources are depleting because he has to share it, petrol, oil, servicing, and milk.
Power is explored from 2 angles, as electricity and in leadership. For the artist, these gloomy pictures show that everyone has, in one way or the other, contributed to the problem, and they can put heads together to find a solution.
Still ahead on the news at 10, an AirAsia Indonesia airliner flying from Indonesia to Singapore with 162 people on board has gone missing. Please join us again.